Well, it's a beautiful but windy day right here at the Kelly Athletic Complex's Brendan B. Tevlin Field in West Orange, New Jersey, as today the Livingston Lancers, who are 1-0 coming off of a big win against Milburn, are taking on the victors of the MKA Seton Hall Prep game, the Seton Hall Prep Pirates, right here from Brendan P. Tevlin Field. I'm Ryan Lowy. I'm joined with Ben Lerner on camera. Jacob Gorin cannot make it with us today. That is a beautiful view right here from Brendan B. Tevlin Field. On the hill, you can get a beautiful look at New York City, which was yesterday's spotlight. But we hope today's spotlight, at least for you guys watching, will be a fantastic top 20 high school soccer game between the Livingston Lancers, ranked number 14th in the state after last year's season, and this year's number 2 ranked team in the state, the Seton Hall Prep Pirates. These are two teams that are coming into this one off of dominant victories against dominant teams. Livingston, a 1-0 pace-controlled victory against their rivals, the Milburn Millers, last year's sectional finalists and 2 years ago sectional champions. And Montclair Kimberly Academy, noticeably year in and year out, one of the top soccer programs in the state of New Jersey. Seton Hall Prep were able to take them down in overtime off of a game-winning goal. What a special game both of those were. We were happy to have one of them on the on-demand function on the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS Network for you. So coming up next, we have Livingston and Seton Hall Prep Soccer. I'm Ryan Lowy, joined with Ben Lerner right here on the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS Network. We got our players of the game next as the referees have finally arrived. Stay tuned.
Are you interested in pursuing a career in sports marketing or creating impactful sports content? You can get experience in high school by being a part of the RISE program powered by Ortho Carolina. It will give you a head start on an exciting career. The RISE program exposes students to industry professionals and gives them real-world experience by creating content and marketing the teams at their own high school. To find out how you can be a part of RISE, email us at contact@readinessandsportseducation.org.
I can't see it. Blacked out. It's blurred. Well, it's supposed to be blurry.
This one's obvious.
Blackhawks or Ducks?
So obvious.
Oh no! 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 Blackhawks! Blackhawks!
What did you say the first time? I didn't even
I said Rangers, it's Blackhawks.
Yeah, it's Blackhawks.
I'm in Chicago was the home team twice. So, this is not a gimme series for Edmonton. But I still make the other succinct.
This is Adam, take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
I'm gonna say like 1,000 or something.
Well, I'd like to welcome you back. It is Livingston who come into this game at 1-0 as the number 14th best team in the state of New Jersey, taking on the number 2 team in the state of New Jersey, the Seton Hall Prep Pirates. Oh, a top 20 matchup we have for you right here on the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS Network. On a Sunday, too. It's rare that high school sporting events are played on Sundays. It's usually a high school day off, but this game was just so important. It deserved to compete with football, with the NFL's opening Sunday. So Oh, we're going to have so much fun with this one. I'm Ryan Lowy, joined with Ben Lerner. We're just minutes away from the first kickoff. Under 10 minutes, as a matter of fact. We have JV warming up behind us. They're getting started in under 5 minutes. We are so excited to bring you a top SEC and in state of New Jersey matchup. Now I think it's time that we resort to today's players of the game. Obviously, as we do know for the Livingston Lancers, today's player to watch is the starting goalkeeper group and Zach Feldman. We do know Livingston has two strong goalkeepers, sophomore Jake Hans, senior Logan Paredes, who both really rotate the starting spot this preseason. Paredes had the shutout win in game 1. If he starts, it's him. If Hans starts, it will be Hans. And that's because this Seton Hall prep squad is just absolutely fierce up top. We take a look at their forward group. They have Joaquin Nihenke. Oh my goodness, they have Aiden Guarneri, Drew Ligotti. They are just absolutely dominant up top at both the JV and varsity level. So it's up to the goalkeeping squad, whoever starts today for Livingston, whoever Rubenetti puts out there, just to really defend that goal and anchor with Zach Feldman, one of the top sweepers in the state of New Jersey, to shut down this just dominant Seton Hall prep class of players. And then on the other side, for the Prep Pirates, their player to watch today, no doubt about it, is going to have to be the forward group, just all of them, so it's really players to watch. I mean, they have a lot of forwards on the list. Eddie Krupski, you know, we can just keep going on and on. Gideon Zalis, Karen Chauhan. So it's not really player to watch today. It's really players to watch, as they are really just going to try and come into this one and just score off of one of the top defenses in the state of New Jersey. Noah Fisher doing the stopping, Zach Feldman doing the sweeping. Not one, but two very strong goalkeepers for Livingston. Livingston always a historically dominant goalkeeping program. Krish Malhotra, Mr. Speed on the outside. Aaron Henselvitz, who played a year of academy soccer last year. It's just really going to be very tough for this dominant Seton Hall prep forward group to get by this dominant Livingston forward group. So it's one of the top forward classes in the state of New Jersey versus one of the top defensive classes in the state of New Jersey, right here on the D1 Media page on the NFHSNetwork. Next, stay tuned.
Do you want your school to be covered by the #1 live stream service in the state of New Jersey so the entire country can see moments like this?
We play once again. Free kick coming for the Mountaineers. Short shot on goal. On post. Bang! West Orange gets the goal, and they win. They take down the #2 ranked Seton Hall Pirates. Bullock takes the snap. He's going to take it himself. Barreling towards the goal line, and he's in. Carriage Bullock from 3 yards out, and the Marauders lead it 20-7.
Or be a witness to championships like these?
Montclair are state sectional champions! They defeat Livingston 4-1, and the Mounties sweep the boys and girls brackets in back-to-back wins over the Lancers. 3-2, there goes the runners. Swing on and miss! Strike 3! That does it! The Cranford Cougars are the Last Dance World Series champions.
Or have exclusive interviews with players and coaches.
Maroon and Silver Star pitcher Teague Mulcahy. I'm here with Cranford star Ryan Jaros. We're with the Bergen Crusaders star of the game, Luis De La Cruz. Here with West Orange head coach Doug Nevins. And all right, now here with star goalkeeper Nikolai Matthews of this West Orange Mountaineer team. Nikolai.
Here with Claire Manning after Montclair picks up a 4-1 win over Livingston. I'm here with Molly Brumback, the goalkeeper. Molly, what was today like?
Here with West Orange girls varsity coach Sean DeVore.
Then join the D1 Media Pro team, New Jersey's #1 live streaming service.
Well, we'd like to welcome you back here to Brendan B. Tevlin Field at the Kelly Athletic Complex in West Orange, New Jersey, the home to Seton Hall Prep Pirates sports. Now, take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Livingston Lancers after today's tough game, probably the toughest game of the season. They're at Bloomfield. Should be not too hard of a victory for them if their defense continues to hold up. And then on the 20th, oh boy, this is going to be a very tough one for them. They're taking on the West Orange Mountaineers, who just took down last year's #2 team in the state, the Montclair Mounties, 1-0 on Friday. Oh, what a big day that was for West Orange sports, as their football team also absolutely dominated and cruised right by East Side to pick up their first win of the season after getting taken down to St. Peter's Prep, one of the top football programs in the state of New Jersey. But let's circle back to soccer right now. That is going to be a very tough game. West Orange versus Livingston. If this Seton Hall Prep game doesn't owe up to the expectations of one of the top games in the state of New Jersey, I think West Orange Livingston will. It's a little rivalry right there. Two neighboring towns, two very defensively heavy schools. Ari Rosu, senior all-team first state returner versus Zach Feldman, one of the top 50 sophomores last year in the state of New Jersey. Those are two just very strong sweepers going up against each other, leading the teams as captains. Two great goalkeeping squads as well, who graduated star goalkeepers last year. Last year's number 14th best team in the state of New Jersey, still the 14th best team in the state of New Jersey, the Livingston Lancers, versus last year's 15th team in the state of New Jersey. And once the rankings are reposted, since they took down Montclair, higher ranked Seton, they will probably exceed both the Lancers and the Mounties in the state standings, so we'll have to see that one too. That's all coming up on the 20th, and it will be right here on the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS Network. D1 Media a proud sponsor of West Orange Athletics, one of the top public school athletic programs in the state of New Jersey. But anyway, the wind is here. The wind is cooling us down from this very hot 85-degree day here in West Orange, New Jersey. In less than 5 minutes, we got the number 2 team in the state of New Jersey, the Seton Hall Prep Pirates, having home field advantage against the number 14 team in the state of New Jersey, the Livingston Lancers. That's next right here on the D1 Media Pro page on the NFHS Network. I'm Ryan Lowy, covering all the commentary today, joined with Ben Lerner, one of the top cameramen in the state of New Jersey. Stay tuned next for Kickoff.
Hey, up, Jack. Understood. And degrading. Ethan Horton dribbles into the front court to Khalil Whitney. Go into the basket and the jam.
Conversation with them because they are getting resources from the city. They are getting resources, and they're arguing with us about the timeliness of those resources.
Team, listen up. You all have been missing way too many plays. And it's time to make some changes. Effective immediately. You'll all be joining my team, the NFHS Network. If it happens in high school, we got it covered. We've got your favorite high school sports wherever you want them, whenever you want them. Streaming live or on demand. Plus, with a few well-executed moves here, here, and here, you can find and follow your favorite school or team.
But what if I...
Hey! There is no I in the word team, but there is in the word clip, which is what you can do with our new clip and share tool. Watch the game, clip the moment, share it with all of your fans. It's simple, people. When you're teamed up with the NFHS Network, there's no excuse to miss another play. Now you get out there and you watch the sports. Your high school, your team, your game, streaming live only on the NFHS Network. Who's gonna slap that hand?
Well, it is just an absolutely beautiful day here at the Kelly Athletic Complex. A little wind to cool us off from the extreme heat. We are in the middle with our captains. The Lancers present Logan Paredes, Noah Fisher, Zach Feldman, and Jared Fisk as their 4 captains. On the other side, Seton Hall Prep have a load of captains. Aiden Batista we see there as well. We also see Peter Battenjani and 2 others as well. Take a look at roster sizes. Livingston does have 6 swing players, 4 of them currently down at the JV level playing. That game to kick off in just seconds. And then here at the varsity level, we are getting ready to go. We see our other captains now for Seton Hall Prep. It's Edward Zazali and Zayden James. So a game with high expectations and a lot of excitement to come. We see our 2 officials in the middle. We see a decent crowd represented here today. This is going to be a fun one. Kickoff is next.
Are you interested in pursuing a career in sports marketing or creating impactful sports content? You can get experience in high school by being a part of the RISE program powered by Ortho Carolina. It will give you a head start on an exciting career. The RISE program exposes students to industry professionals and gives them real-world experience by creating content and marketing the teams at their own high school. To find out how you can be a part of RISE, email us at contact@readinessandsportseducation.org.
Playing JV, why are they doing that? Two 40-minute halves will be on the clock. Ryan Lowy joined with Ben Lerner right here at the Kelly Athletic Complex in West Orange, New Jersey. Oh, this is going to be a fun one. Seton Hall prep all ready to go. They looked ready during warm-ups. JV game currently underway, about 2 minutes in. We'll give you updates on that one as we can. That is directly right behind us at a beautiful grass facility. The facilities here are just unbeatable. Livingston now presenting themselves on the field, prep as well. A lot of high expectations, a very good game, two very strong, solid teams. Prep, size-wise, a little bigger. Livingston maybe a little bit more stronger technically. Seton Hall prep a little bit more dominant at the forward level, and then Livingston more defensive at the defensive level, more stronger at the defensive level. So both teams presenting some fans here today. The away section not really being used because the home section will host both Livingston and Seton Hall prep parents and fans. It's going to be a fun one, no doubt about it. So Prep and Livingston now in their pregame huddles. Livingston will go to their knees for their pregame huddle. The head coach is Coach Roger Rubinetti and his staff of Jason Charney and Joseph Gill. And then on the other side for the Prep Pirates, a very massive staff. They present head coach Marty Berman, assistant coach Dave Snyder, Rui DeSantos, Kevin Williams as the assistant coaches for the Seton Hall Prep Pirates varsity team. Again, we're just moments away from the first of 42 40-minute halves, as a matter of fact. Livingston's bench depth looks to be 9 players, one of them being a goalie. On the other side, Prep's bench depth looking to be 16 players, one of them a goalkeeper. So bench depth definitely rules the Seton Hall Prep side today. Charlie Grossman to kick it off for the Livingston Lancers. In goal will be Logan Paredes. Remember, he's our man to watch for the Livingston Lancers today. Held a 1-0 shutout versus rivals the Millburn Millers, a team that just hovered over top 20 in the state of New Jersey, who will probably now fall back after that tough loss. Move to 0-1 on the season, as let's get playing soccer right here from the Kelly Athletic Complex in West Orange. It is a highly anticipated game as Livingston turned the ball over immediately off the run to Jared Fisk, and now the Prep will throw it in. Alex Oladipo throws the ball in over to Edward Zazzoli, and now the Prep Pirates will control down in the back. We are just about 20 seconds in. Prep, as expected, controlling the ball in their back line solidly. Seton Hall Prep, a very controlled team. Livingston, very strong defensive team that utilizes the kick and run up top. Lancers present Evan Bader up top. Looks like Andy Pessoa will be doing some midfielding. And Lav Siegel up top with Evan Bader. Ball headed in the middle. Pessoa will fight for it with Legati. And Pessoa will push it on up, and Prep will now control, utilizing the goalkeeper option now. Ball swung on over by Aiden Batista, the starting goalkeeper for today. Aiden Donovan, the backup goalkeeper, the junior. Very depth team the Prep Pirates have, as there's a foul. Looks like Captain Fisk got a little aggressive there. Push down Charles Giordano, so Prep will now control as it's passed in to Zazzoli, my apologies. So now Prep will swing it around. Control to Levy. Prep ball at the 50. They control brilliantly. Now they look to turn sides of the field as Sheehan overruns the ball, is able to control it, and he will now utilize his fullback option of Zazzoli. And now the ball is turned over. Fisk passes the ball up. He does not earn the call. And the Prep sweeping will be done brilliantly there by Levy, utilizing the keeper option. 2 minutes in now. Prep control much stronger than Livingston. Not an extra early score check yet. Both teams play very low-scoring soccer, very defensively heavy. We do know Prep's offense a little bit stronger this year than Livingston's. On the other side, Livingston's defense of the utmost strength. probably one of the top in the state. Very hard to get by, able to hold a 1-0 victory over Milburn in their last appearance. Actually, the goal was scored from defender Noah Fisher, so the defense is doing everything for this Lancers squad early, as Feldman's first test is a header back to Logan Paredes. And we will see the ball in the hands of the keeper for the first time today on the Livingston side, showing the Prep attack and control early. Paredes elects to punt the ball. It's high, not too far, roughly the 40. A little over Fisk. Fisk will take the ball off of the weak pass, and a football shoulder right there from Nihenke. But it works out. Prep throw-in, close side, roughly the 40-yard line. And once again, we will see fullback utilization. Zazali swings on over in the middle to Levy. Levy takes it on up past the 30. He will send the ball. It's a very strong ball right there to Sheehan. Sheehan and Fisher now battle it out. Fisher uses his body and earns a goal kick for the Lancers, as it looks like on the JV side, the Prep Pirates are able to score first. Put the ball in the back of the net. Seton Hall Prep JV up 1-0 against Livingston. Goal kick for the Lancers. Paredes plays the ball on in. It's booted to roughly the 42-yard line. Chisrick flicks the ball to the Prep defensive zone, where they will now control. Ball swung on over to Batista in goal. Reverses course, plays it right back to where it came from, into the feet of Levy. Levy, the sophomore defenseman, stands at 5'10", 155, just an absolutely technically sound player. Also very strong for his average height of 5'10". Prep control. Ball sent by the fullback. Just a little too strong right there, as it split Zazali and Oladipo. Krish Malhotra on the Lancers throw-in. Malhotra with a strong throw-in to the 50. Doesn't make it to Bader. Fisk in the air. Prep will now control. There's a nice pass. Ooh, that splits the Lancers defense. There goes Legati. Tries to maneuver around, and it takes the entire Lancers back to stop him from putting the ball past Paredes and into the goal. Doesn't even get a shot off. So still not a shot seen from both teams. Lobsiegel turns the ball over. Nihenke utilizes the defense, and now the Prep will play 1-2 passing on the defensive line. Ball past to Oladipo. Now played on up. Krish Malhotra gets in the way of that one. Ball back to Oladipo. He will now utilize the center back of Zazali, who will swing it back on over. Prep's control just immaculate and very strong. Tough for the Lancers, a team that presses a lot to contain. It will wear them out. There's a ball just a little too strong. It's now another goal kick for the Lancers. And the weather definitely participating with us today. Under 5 minutes in, 0-0 scoreline between two of the top teams in the state of New Jersey. Paredes boots it on up to the 35. We're controlling on the Prep side is Sheehan. Sheehan plays it on back now. James. There's a ball swung on by Owatu, and it will just roll out of bounds. Paredes lets it go, and it will be another Paredes goal kick. Paredes getting plenty of action with his feet, playing the goalkeeper position. Paredes will now place the ball on the 6 and get us back into play. Feldman plays Fisher in the middle. Fisher swarmed, and his pass to Fisk is just a tad bit too strong. Prep throw-in. Prep's pressing, working out. Oladipo throws it in. Gets it back and deflects it off of Grossman. It's his throw-in. Oladipo, the 6-foot junior defenseman. Ball played on in now to Giordano. Fisk able to win it with the help of Krish Malhotra. And it's out of bounds for another Prep throw-in. Giordano leaves it for the strong arm of the 6-foot Oladipo, my apologies. And the throw-in into the 18 and pulled on back out past Oladipo. Inside, taken away by Grossman. Little miscommunication with Fisk, but it results in Grossman playing it up to Siegel, who earns a Lancers throw-in. And looks like Krish Malhotra, the right back for the Lancers, will take the throw-in. Once again, Seton Hall Prep's control very strong for the Lancers. They're trying to wear out the Lancers' high-pressing game. As there's a ball that opens up in the middle, Ligotti utilizes the center backs. The ball swung on over to the outside. Taking a nice touch, driving on in is James. Oh, there's a beautiful through ball right there to open up the field for Giordano. Mr. Speed will try and cover it up. He's able to weaken it as Feldman takes the weakened centered ball and clears it out for a throw-in for the Prep Pirates and Oladipo. Ryan Lowy doing the commentary today, joined with Benjamin Lerner on camera here at Brendan B. Tevlin Field at the Kelly Athletic Complex in West Orange, New Jersey, the home of the Seton Hall Prep Pirates. Schuster gives it to Giordano, who seems to get fouled there by Pessoa, the junior, who doesn't like the call. Free kick Pirates. Under 8 minutes played in this ball game. Over 8 minutes. Decent crowd here today for a top 20 game in the state of New Jersey at the high school level. Lancers' top defensive program in the state of New Jersey, Seton Hall Prep, just all around absolutely dominant. Here's the free kick. Swung on in with some backspin, a little bit too strong. Schuster's free kick goes wide on the shot attempt off target. So it's a Paredes goal kick far side from the 6. Paredes' goal kick now comes. In the air to the football 45 and headed to the Lancers backline. Fisher's one touch to Chiserick is able to control. Out Siegel now. Tries to play Chiserick up top. Deflected away and controlling is Levy. Prep defense now controls. Marty Berman, the head coach of the Seton Hall Prep program. He's been a head coach for that team for a very long time. Does an excellent, phenomenal job, as a matter of fact, running the program. So successful this team has been last year. Won their section. Only one loss to in-town rivals who are also brilliantly coached by Doug Nevins, the West Orange Mountaineers. Catch that game on the on-demand function on the D1 Made page on the NFHSNetwork. Oh, that was a thriller. One of the best productions I think this company has ever done. A low-scoring but exciting overtime affair between two teams that play in the same town that dominate in their section. West Orange control. There's a through ball that Krish Malhotra is able to push out of bounds to slow down play. Oladipo on the throw-in. Whistle blows. Play on, as I believe that was actually on the JV field behind us. Dolgov plays it on in. Oh, there's a beautiful through ball right there from the Henke. But the cross just too strong from Zayden James off the football. Turned around opposite way, post. And it's yet another goal kick for the Lancers. Paredes now will take a long run up to play it back in. And from the 6, he boots it on out to roughly the 45-yard line. A little bit too strong for Loud Siegel. Lancers control. Grossman toe taps the ball out of bounds. A little bit too strong to the intended Aaron Henselwitz, the left fullback for the Lancers. Remember, beautiful view of the New York skyline in the background. Oh, this is just a wonderful field. At the tip of the hilly town of West Orange. Very nice town in Essex County, New Jersey. Neighbors Livingston. Lancers control now. Ball just a little bit too strong, intercepted by Levy of the Prep Pirates, and it's a Lancers throw-in. Lancers will now throw it in. Ball controlled at the Prep Pirates back line, something we've seen this entire game. Swung over to Oladipo. Taken away. Fisk on the takeaway. His ball to Bader, just a little bit too strong. Bader couldn't get there as the ball rolled on the skinny turf. The turf monster gobbles it up, and the Lancers' best opportunity of the day is shut down. Prep controls. There's a left-footed ball right there that's absolutely brilliant right there. Controlled by Zayden James. He'll go one-on-one with Chiserick. He'll beat Chiserick close side. His left-footed ball in. Oh, just a little bit too strong to Giordano, and it's another Paredes goal kick Brett, it's got to be shaking with all the opportunities that Prep has missed that they will try and capitalize on as they continue to learn through this game the weaknesses of this dominant Lancers back line that Milburn just, so much struggled to get through on Thursday evening. Down on Livingston's home turf, their multi-purpose facility. Al Jacobson Field, which is where we'll be this Friday for West Orange Livingston football right here on the D1 Meet Per page on the NFHS Network. We have a JV report for you. It looks like Livingston was able to bang one in the back of the net to tie it at 1-1. And it looks like Eric Bullino on the Livingston side was able to put that one in. So now the Lancers varsity team possesses. Bader unable to take a touch on the 1-2 with Lob Siegel. Ball placed in the air, controlled by Jared Fisk. Fisk, a beautiful left-footed ball to Chiserick. Chiserick takes a nice touch inside. Oladipo gets physical. He plays it on into Siegel. Siegel's outside the foot pass to Bader is rejected, and the Pirates are able to clear it on out with a great touch there by Zayden James. Another missed opportunity for the Lancers. These two teams both at the JV and varsity level going neck and neck. 1-1 on the JV field. 0-0 on the varsity field. There's a beautiful ball by Zayden James. Feldman mishandles it. It's now controlled by Schuster. And Feldman pushes Schuster to the ground for a foul at roughly the football 26-yard line. Looks like Zayden James will do the taking. And now he will actually hand it over to Edward Dolga, the senior midfielder. 25 minutes left to go. Dolgov's ball, a lot of backspin on it, curls on in. The header, ball in the middle. Logan Paredes cannot save the goal. Put in the back of the net by the Prep Pirates is number 18, Ryan Sheehan. And that's the first goal the Lancers will take this season. Prep takes the 1-0 lead. So the Prep score, and they take a 1-0 lead. Goal scored right there by Brian Sheehan to open up the game for the Prep Pirates. First goal Livingston takes this season. First time they are actually down in a soccer game since last year. They will now control. Here's Aaron Henselvitz. Plays it on over to Fisher, the only player that Livingston has seen score a goal this year in their one game versus Milburn. The winning goal, the one and only winning goal. So it spins out of trouble, plays the ball over to Chiserick. Chiserick with the attacking touch, outside the foot pass right there to Lob Siegel. Siegel's pass in the middle, touched away by Dolgov, and deflected out of bounds right there. Good work by Nihenke to earn a Prep throw-in. So Prep control now at the back. They will now swing it at the back line. Over to Zazali. Plays it on back to Batista. And he will play 1-2. This is Zazali. James. To Dolgov. And back to Zazali, who swings it on around now. To the center back, Zachary Levy, who will take plenty of space. Ooh, deflected off of Pessoa. Bader tries to turn the wheels on. Tip to Pessoa. Here's Bader. Bader's shot. He's offsides. Couldn't reset himself from the offside position. Prep catches a break nonetheless. Ball was saved there by Batista. Won't count as a save for him. Will count as an offside call. So now Prep controls at the back. Levy. Nihenke. Zazali to Levy. Levy on up to the 42. Chiserick getting legally pushy. Earns the ball back for the Lancers, but it's turned right on over from a poor pass by Pessoa. Ooh, tripping on control there was Dolgov. Lancers now play it on up. It's deflected and taken away there by Levy. Prep control. James plays it on up. And Pessoa on the takeaway there. Sheehan trying to get Dancy. Lancers control. Ball in no man's land at the 30. Under Prep control. Played on up now. Giordano swings the ball in, tries to split Henselvitz. who can't clear the ball. It's taken away and putting it just outside the net with a clear opportunity to make it 2-0 was Drew Ligotti. Ooh, Ligotti caught Henselvitz making a very poor mistake right there, off balance, trying to clear it. Gave Ligotti a brilliant ball. Paredes off his line, not by his fault. And Ligotti just can't double the lead and put this game just a little bit more out of the reach for the Lancers. And it's only 1-0. Prep Pirates here as we are getting closer to the halfway point in the first half. 1-1 of the JV game behind us on that beautiful grass field. Here's Bader. Too strong of a touch. Pirates throwing. Only 1-0, but Prep's been controlling brilliantly, dictating the pace of this high-level soccer game. A lot of these players from both Prep and Livingston will have a college soccer opportunity. You know, Zach Feldman's been getting some college looks, Noah Fisher as well. And then on the Prep side, we do know they just graduated 2 collegiate soccer players who were both all-state. Tomas Hutt in goal, a brilliant goalkeeper. New Jersey's #1 goalkeeper last year, many would say. Lucas Ross up top. Absolutely dominated as a sophomore, continued through his senior season to lead Prep to last year's only championship opportunity, which was the sectional playoffs, and which Seton Hall Prep just dominated St. Peter's Prep, swept the entire bracket, won their first game 1-0, then 3-0, then 4-0. Outscored their opponents 8-0 in the non-public Group A sectional tournament, which they took home the trophy here at home at Brendan P. Tevlin Field. This field has hosted a lot, and I mean a lot, of sectional finals. Prep control, ball played on back there by Sheehan. Prep control, Nihenke plays it on up, plays a little 1-2 ball with Sheehan. Ball taken away there by Fisher. Fisher with an attacking touch. He's going to dribble on by, and he gets physically pushed down right there. Sheehan doesn't like the call. The man who scored the one and only goal this game for the Prep Pirates pushes Fisher down. Fisher will now get on up. The captain wearing number 17. Lancers have 4 captain's armbands. Fisher earns the call. And now Charlie Grossman, the center defensive midfielder for the Lancers, on the free kick. Bombs one high in the air and wide. Batista gave it a look, possibly jumped for the deflection, didn't need to. Halfway marker in the first half of Seton Hall Prep hosting the Livingston Lancers. NJ High School Top 20 Soccer. Prep's only goal came from Brian Sheehan. Livingston still kept shut out with 0. Defensive miscommunication almost caused it to be 2-0, but unable to finish were the Prep Pirates off of Drew Ligotti. Henselvitz, the left back, lost his balance, trying to clear the ball away on a beautiful through ball that split the center backs. But Prep's Ligotti just couldn't finish and gave Henselvitz a break. Zayden James controls. Grossman pushes him down, earns a throw-in for the Lancers. Ball to Fisk. Is now going to be controlled off the fight by Nihenke, and we have a whistle blown for a Prep Pirates free kick. There's a beautiful ball right there, sent to Giordano. Left-footed cross right at Malhotra, but I believe he was out of bounds, so it's yet another Lancers goal kick game. Not yet out of reach, but Prep control and their 1 goal, keeping them on top heavily over the Lancers, the 14th best team in the state of New Jersey. Prep number 2. Fisk will drive on it now. He'll play Lotsiegel. Lotsiegel's relay pass is given away. Nihenke now plays it on over to Sheehan. Ball played on up. Lancers now control. Henselvitz, beautiful left-footed pass there to Lotsiegel. Siegel tries to open up the field, splits one defender, can't split the other. He goes down and a whistle's blown for a Lancer free kick. 19:10 left to go. A little less than that left to go in the JV game behind us on that beautiful grass facility where it's a 1-1 tie between the Prep Pirates and Livingston Lancers. 2 very strong athletic programs. Livingston football embarking on a new era, able to take down Milburn 23-0, shut them out in their first game of the season. 2 Thursday nights ago. This Friday, they fell at a score of 29-24 to Columbia, I believe the score was. Can't get an official word on that one, but I believe it was roughly that score. Safety on Livingston gave up their hopes of a comeback late in the game as they fell far behind early. They're 1-1, as there's a nice play right there by Oladipo to stop a Zach Feldman run to try and tie the game for Livingston. Lancers will now make a sub, checking in number 22, Chris Kane. Excuse me. Kane will take out senior Lob Siegel. Kane didn't put a goal in the back of the net versus Milburn. No Lancer forward has scored a goal yet, but Kane had a very strong game, was able to draw a foul on a breakaway. Also had a nice physical play to burn time at the end of the game. Ball thrown on in now into pressure. Pessoa takes a touch, tries to finish, it's deflected. He'll get the ball back, but then booting it away and doing the sweeping and clearing it on out is Zazali for the Pirates. Henselvitz throw-in from the 40. Chiswick controls, plays it on back to Henselvitz. Henselvitz tries to ping the ball on the ground, doesn't work. So now Feldman will fight it with Schuster. Feldman wins the fight, utilizes his option to Paredes, who almost had a deflected boot on up to the 40. Ball off a prep head. Grossman goes down, is able to draw the foul, and the Henke call does not like it. Grossman plays it right on away, and now the Pirates will control, get the benefit of the doubt. Dolgov, close side to Giordano. Goes one-on-one, splits Malhotra, ball on over to Nihenke. Nihenke's slide tackle deflected by Feldman, who's going to have to go chase it now as James controls. Plays it on into the middle. Ball to Schuster, who has to retreat all the way on out and use his defensive options. Prep will reset with Zazali. Schuster to Dolgov, and all the way on out to Zachary Levy. And now to Sheehan, prep control. Ball up in the air, there's a nice ball over Henselvitz, but a little bit too strong for Legati, who missed an easy opportunity earlier to double Prep's 1-0 lead over the Lancers. We have 16-12 left to go, a little bit less than what we have in our clock. We'll fix that right now. Prep up 1-0. Fisher bangs the ball on up. There's a nice ball to Chris Kane, but it's a little too strong. Zazali will clean it up. There's an attempted clear that's taken away on a beautiful touch by Fisk. Fisk's cross to Bader, over the head of Bader. But Chiswick will try and clean it up. Number 2 fights number 2 of Oladipo on the Pirates. Bader loses the ball, but Chiswick is able to recover. Chiswick swarmed by 3 Prep Pirates. They're able to win the ball and find it away. Control from Sheehan. Plays on over to Dolgov, who plays it on up now to Giordano. Giordano opens up the field. Now Sheehan, not Sheehan. James' one-touch pass, a little bit too strong to Schuster as the Surf gobbles it up and gets it over to Logan Paredes. 15 minutes left to go in the first half. Number 2 in the state, Prep Pirates up 1-0 over number 19 in the state, the Livingston Lancers. 14th in the state, the Livingston Lancers. So a little poor kick there from Paredes results in a Pirates takeover. Ball played on the middle, headed away by Feldman off of the kick from Giordano. Lancers control. There's a nice pass by Chiswick into the middle to the CDM, Charlie Grossman. Grossman gives a dummy to Pessoa, and Fisk will switch it to Chiswick, end to end. Chiswick gets it back using the option of Henselvitz. Chiswick plays a nice ball to Bader. Bader cannot get there. Levy will relieve, play it on back, and utilize the keeper of Batista. Pirates control. Dolgov takes it up. Control from Sheehan. Played on back now to James. Sheehan back to James. James will now chip it on up. Relayed back. Prep controls there. Schuster able to get around 2 Lancers. Fisher able to earn a foul, taking it away from Schuster. So Lancers will now reset with 13 minutes left to go in the first half. Just a wonderful day here at the Kelly Athletic Complex. The facility 2 hour left is the beautiful baseball stadium here at the Kelly Athletic Complex, named after Mr. Porcello himself, the MLB pitcher who graduated here at Seton Hall Prep. That baseball team, just another phenomenal season, 26-1. So good, that to most schools would be amazing, but it's a disappointment to Seton Hall Prep. 6 losses on the season. One of those came in the semifinals to Del Barton in the sectional playoffs. They also lost in the final 6-5 to Milburn at Yogi Berra in Montclair State University. So they couldn't take home any championships this year except for their division, in which they were able to place over Milburn, Montclair, and Livingston. 3 very strong teams. Some substitutions. Prep will sub in Bubniak and Dunphy. And the Lancers will put in Hoffman, and it looks to be Jake Fitzgerald. So both the Lancers and Prep will applaud their coming off players, as Prep will take off Ligotti and Oladipo. Lancers take off Bader and Grossman. So the Lancers control now, trying to dive on in. Is Chisrick. Hoffman's shot. Ooh, chip just over on the attempt from Chisrick on the breakaway. And a good fight there by Chris Kane to stop a clearance there by Zayden James. And it's now Zayden James' throwing. Under 12 minutes left to go in the first half. There's a nice throw in there. And Paso will tip it out of bounds for another Prep throw-in. Well, yesterday this multi-purpose facility, this beautiful multi-purpose facility, hosted Don Bosco Prep and the Seton Hall Prep Pirates in a football matchup, another top 20 football matchup. Don Bosco defeated 20-7. Seton Hall Prep looking absolutely phenomenal this year. Last year they had a very tough start to the season, going 0-3, and then they were able to finish off the season 3-0 to even up their COVID weekend record of 3-3. Including 1 victory against the #1 team in the state of New Jersey, who are #1 no more, now #2 because of that win last year. The the St. Peter's Prep Marauders. A little Prep rivalry right there that is absolutely growing. There's a beautiful ball right there, actually just a little too strong from Zayden James. Paredes controls. Both teams playing solid. Prep able to put the ball in the net once out of their 2 easy opportunities. Under 11 minutes now left to go, 10:55 roughly. Paredes, goal kick on up to the football 45, and where the ball is placed in the air, and earning a free kick is Jared Fisk for the Lancers. Fisk will take his time. Plenty of time for the Lancers to catch up. They only need a goal and 2 to take the lead. So Feldman will now take the kick from the 46. Uses Malhotra on the run-up. Krish very fast with the ball. And also a ball in there that is kicked away by Dolgov. Prep now take over. Dolgov once again on the relay will control. Malhotra and Feldman have a little miscommunication, which will result in Malhotra able to clear up a possible Prep run. Malhotra will now play it on up down the line, but it's intercepted on the one-touch pass there from James. Now Prep will play quickly. Dunphy, and it's turned away. And now the Lancers take over. Hoffman cannot control the ball right there. Levy will clean it up and play it back to Batista. Played on up now, a little 1-2 opportunity there between Batista and Levy. And now swung on over to Zazali. In the middle is Nihenke. They'll try and play 1-2 with Dunphy, but Lancers are able to take over. Control from Dunphy. Fisher slips, trying to intercept the ball. Controlling are the Prep Pirates. Krupski. To Nihenke, and it's taken away now by the Lancers, but Prep able to earn it back there off the toe poke pass by Dunphy. Prep now up the field. They control. And a good slide tackle there to clean it up with Zachary Feldman. And the Lancers now control. Hoffman, weak pass to Chisarick. Taken away. Now the Prep Pirates control. Levy. Played on up to Nihenke. Nihenke with 9 minutes left to go in the first half. Utilizes his fullback option. Prep control. There's a beautiful through ball right there by Krupski. Right on over to Giordana. Giordana in the corner. tries to get by Feldman. Feldman just locks him down. What a beast of a center back he is. That's why he's our other player to watch, him and Logan Paredes. It's also our player to watch versus Milburn, in which he shut their front line down. Substitution. Grossman checks back in. And Pessoa will take a break at the cam position. Krish Malhotra now for the Lancers throw-in. Down the line. A little too weak as the Prep Pirates will now control ball in the air. Touch taken deflected right there by Dunphy. Prep retain. James. Zazali. And now swung on over to Levy. Now upstairs to Dolgov. Dolgov turns. Plays a nice ball over Malhotra, but just too strong for Giordano. This turf just a little bit too tricky for both teams' control likings. And it's now a throw-in for Malhotra. Guns it on up, a little bit too strong for Chris Kane. Prep controls, ball played on up by Nihenke. Splits Fisher. There's the ball that Feldman will be able to clean up. Takes a nice touch to control. Fakes playing it up. Tries to swing it on. Ooh, and he is beat right there by Schuster. Schuster and Malhotra fight it down the line. Schuster stops. Malhotra tries to contain. Malhotra able to contain and rejects Schuster from anything too heavy. But Schuster is able to earn the Prep Pirates a corner kick. 7 minutes left to go in the first half. Prep Pirates up 1-0, doing most of the possessing. Schuster will now take the corner. Close side corner now for Schuster. On up in the air, in the middle. Feldman able to clear it away. Grossman able to kick it away now. It's now a throw-in, not a corner, or a Prep attack. 6.5 left to go in the first half. James on the throw-in. Looks like both teams getting ready for substitution. Looks like Spezza Katana will check in for Prep, and then on the other side it looks like getting ready to check in, getting his first varsity minutes, Connor Strunsis. As the ball is placed in the middle and just over the goal right there by Dolgov. Strunsis checking in, as well as looks like senior Ben Goldsmith. Prep will also put in Battenjani. Malhotra checks off. Same thing as Chisarick. Levy will check off. My apologies, Levy will not check off. Schuster will check off for the Prep, as well as Giordano. Lancers goal kick. Paredes getting a lot of goal kick action. Over 10 goal kicks today. This one's bombed up to the 45. A strong kick. Prep, though, control the ball out of the air. And now on a ball a little too strong, it will be a throw-in for the Lancers off of Jake Fitzgerald. Again, the Lancers usually have 6 more players on their bench today who were sent down to JV to take on Seton Hall Prep. Bono with 1 goal to put them up, to tie the ball game at 1-1 over there. We're keeping an eye on that game behind us, and we'll update you frequently. Prep control, ball sent on in now. Strunsis tries to clear the ball. Oh, going down right there is Legati. And it's going to be a free kick for the Prep Pirates. Strunsis called on it. Krish Malhotra getting a break. Played the entire game versus Milburn. First time not playing on the break for the Lancers. Dolgov free kick now. Lancers line of 3 will have to move back. It's all juniors. Beautiful ball pinged on into the middle. It's the head of Fitzgerald who's able to clear it though. Retaining is Dunphy. His ball in. Reverse headered. Paredes trying to get on top of it, and it's able to be cleared away after being in no man's land, but put right back in. Trying to turn. Levy on the shot deflected. Right back in. And oh, the shot there by Dunphy. Waves just wide. Paredes looked like he might have had it covered though, but a good drive there by the Prep Pirates. Under 5 left to go in the first half. Once again, 1-1 at the JV game right behind us. Paredes plays one up to the 40. Prep will control. Ball played on up by C.J. Bubniak, wearing number 11. C.J. getting his first touch of the game, the senior defenseman who stands at 5'11", 155. Throw in from Fitzgerald, right back to him, and a strong header back up, a little bit too strong for Chris Kane. Prep Pirates now control. Here's Spezza Katana. Halftime at the JV game, 1-1. Here at the varsity game, we still got 3 minutes left to go. Levy will try and dive on in. Chips the ball right over Hoffman to his fellow center back. There's a ball sent into the middle, and Paredes will call off his fullback and take it away. There's a weak roll that Henselwitz reads beautifully. Plays on up, a little bit too strong for Fisk. Oh, a nice touch by Grossman. And a beautiful ball right there that Chris Kane just can't handle, as Zali will clean it up without needing Batista. Prep defense been very strong this game. Ball played on up, and the Prep will now control. There's a ball in the middle. Henselwitz gets on top of that one. Fisk tripped as he turns. Accepting the foul, but also frustrated, is Edward Dolgal, the senior midfielder. 2.5 left to go in the first half. Ball at the football 35, near the far hash mark. Grossman will take it. 2:12. Strunsis plays it on up, and it's a little bit too strong. Hoffman will battle it out with Batista. He'll keep it in on the far side, tries to play the ball to Chris Kane, who can't take it, and now here comes Prep down the other way. Krupski plays it on over to Dunphy, and it's deflected for a Prep throw-in. Spezza Katana overruns it, but it won't matter. They'll let it go out of bounds. Prep throw-in on the far midfield half mark side. Ball thrown on in. Prep control. Trying to dive on in and control the ball. Doing some bodying is Krupski, the big man. Whistles blow. Frustrated now is the Livingston bench as there's a foul called. 1 minute and 10 seconds left to go. Prep is up 1-0 this first half. A great first half between two of the top 20 teams in the state of New Jersey. Free kick. Joaquin Nihenke will take it from the football 21-yard line. His left-footed shot deflected out of play. Looks like it might have hit either Feldman or Grossman, one of the two junior 3-year varsity players. Now there's only 3/4 of a minute left to go in the first half, and it's a Prep corner kick, their last drive of the game. They were almost up 2-0, but Ligotti was unable to finish on the Henselwitz mistake early on in the first half, a little before the first quarter marker completed. Here's the free kick. Beautiful backspin, just a little bit too strong for the foot of Battingiani. That came to try and finish. So that looks like that will do it for the first half. 1-0 Prep Pirates. Lancers look to make a quick substitution. Pessoa checks on in for Henselwitz, the junior swap. Paredes will put the ball back into play, and that will do the first half. So it's halftime here at the KAC. It is 1-0 Prep Pirates over the Livingston Lancers. First goal that Livingston has faced this season. Prep's third goal of the season, a hat-trick's worth of goals. It's close between the number 14 team in the state of New Jersey and the number 2 team in the state of New Jersey. Stay tuned for the second half. It's primetime soccer right here on the D1 Media page on the NFHS Network.
It's hard to get to everything we have going on here. I mean, this high school has so much. And now you're offering the ability to watch those events without having to travel there.
My dad travels a lot, so he likes to watch the events. Like if I'm playing a volleyball game and he can't make it, he'll watch it and he loves it.
I think it was homecoming. It was Friday night, and it was a punt return. And I returned it all the way back for a touchdown. And of course, I showed all my family members, and they really liked it. They like to see what their family really can do.
Golden Lions.
I think this broadcast is essential because our team is global and we got people all over the world going to watch the game. So without this, there's no way they can do that.
These kids and these players feel loved, they feel important, and by broadcasting it, you have a bigger group that you're reaching that allows them to know those kids.
Are you interested in pursuing a career in sports marketing or creating impactful sports content? You can get experience in high school by being a part of the RISE program powered by Ortho Carolina. It will give you a head start on an exciting career. The RISE program exposes students to industry professionals and gives them real-world experience by creating content and marketing the teams at their own high school. To find out how you can be a part of RISE, email us at contact@readinessandsportseducation.org.
New Jersey, that was... I can't see it. Blacked out. It's blurred. Well, it's supposed to be blurry. You're not...
This one's obvious.
Blackhawks or Ducks?
So obvious.
Oh no! 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 Blackhawks! Blackhawks!
What did you say the first time? I didn't even
I
hear.
said Rangers. It's Blackhawks.
Yeah, it's Blackhawks.
I'm in Chicago was the home team twice. So, this is not a gimme series for Edmonton. I still make the other system.
This is Adam, take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
Do you want your school to be covered by the #1 live stream service in the state of New Jersey so the entire country can see moments like this?
We play once again. Free kick coming for the Mountaineers. Short shot on goal. On post. And West Orange gets the goal. And they win. They take down the #2 ranked Seton Hall Pirates. Bullock takes the snap. He's going to take it himself. Barreling towards the goal line, and he's in. Charles Bullock from 3 yards out. And the Marauders lead it 20-7.
Or be a witness to championships like these?
Montclair are state sectional champions. They defeat Livingston 4-1. And the Mounties sweep the boys and girls brackets in back-to-back wins over the Lancers. 3-2. There goes the runners. Swing on and miss. Strike 3. That does it. The Cranford Cougars are the Last Dance World Series champions.
Or have exclusive interviews with players and coaches.
Maroon and Silver Star pitcher Teague Mulcahy. I'm here with Cranford star Ryan Jaros. We're with the Bergen Crusaders star of the game, Luis De La Cruz. Here with West Orange head coach Doug Nevins. And all right, now here with star goalkeeper Nikolai Matthews of this West Orange Mountaineer team. Nikolai.
Here with Claire Manning after Montclair picks up a 4-1 win over Livingston. I'm here with Molly Brumback, the goalkeeper. Molly, what's Rivers today like?
Here with West Orange girls varsity coach Sean DeVore.
Then join the D1 Media Pro team, New Jersey's #1 live streaming service.
Heads up back on the two. Ross is took him and decreasing. Horton dribbles into the front court to Khalil Whitney. Going to the basket and the jam.
Conversation with them because they are getting resources from the city. They are getting resources, and they're arguing with us about the timeliness of those resources.
Team, listen up. You all have been missing way too many plays. And it's time to make some changes. Effective immediately. You'll all be joining my team, the NFHS Network. If it happens in high school, we got it covered. We've got your favorite high school sports wherever you want them, whenever you want them. Streaming live or on demand. Plus, with a few well-executed moves here, here, and here, you can find and follow your favorite school or team.
But what if I...
Hey! There is no I in the word team, but there is in the word clip, which is what you can do with our new clip and share tool. Watch the game, clip the moment, share it with all of your fans. It's simple, people. When you're teamed up with the NFHS Network, there's no excuse to miss another play. Now you get out there and you watch some sports. Your high school, your team, your game, streaming live only on the NFHS Network. Who's gonna slap that hand?
So we'd like to welcome you back. It is 1-0 Seton Hall Prep here at halftime. JV update for you. JV got going about 10 minutes ago. 2 goals in 10 minutes from the Seton Hall Prep Pirates. They take a commanding 3-1 lead at the JV level right behind us. But we're looking at some varsity soccer right now. It is currently 1-0 Seton Hall Prep. We saw a goal about 15 minutes in from Brian Sheehan wearing number 18. And now it is time for the second half right here on the D1 Media page on the NFHS Network as we reset the clock to 40 minutes. I'm Ryan Lowy, joined with Ben Lerner. It is a beautiful day here at the Kelly Athletic Complex's Brendan P. Tevlin Multipurpose Field in West Orange, New Jersey, as we get set for the second half. Coming up next, stay tuned.
All right, this is Adam. Take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
Well, the second half is coming to you right here from the Kelly Athletic Complex. It is the Livingston Lancers down 1-0, the 14th best team in the state at the second best team in the state. Livingston maneuvering their way onto the field with their starting 11 for the second half. Seton Hall Prep already in their huddle formation, in which both teams seem to do as a recurring theme for them each half. Head coach Marty Berman will now jog on out to him, give him a little speech. We switch sides for the second half as protocol. Logan Paredes and Aiden Batista, the two goalkeepers. Batista, the Seton Hall Prep Pirates. Logan Paredes, Livingston Lancers, both doing an excellent job. One snuck by Paredes, just barely. Remember, it's a big mantle Paredes has taken up as he had to replace the spot of Benjamin Pollock, who had to replace the spot and did just a brilliant job of replacing Elijah. So Elijah Elster is now, the Lancers will jog onto the field now for the start of the second half. They put their starting 11 on. Feldman doing his best job trying to sweep in the back for the Lancers as Prep's just been trying to bully their way by him. Paredes, and by bully I mean physicality. Physicality has been a key thing that we've seen. A lot of fouls called this first half. Official not nervous to put his whistle to his mouth. We're lined up now for the second half, and let's get going. Our second 40 minutes is underway here at the Kelly Athletic Complex's Brendan B. Tevlin Field. Seton Hall Prep now control. Ball relayed on up. Through ball attempt, rejected by Charlie Grossman. Fisher now will fight it on out with Nihenke, and a whistle is blown for a Lancer free kick. 1-0, Seton Hall Prep. Here in the second half, we've only seen one goal scored so far. It was from Brian Sheehan off a redirection in the 18, just outside of the 6, put in. Paredes already facing some pressures. We're going to see the big boot free kick of Joaquin Nihenke. Here's the free kick. It's high, just outside of the 6. Paredes will jump and crash into the looking to be injured David Schuster, who will hopefully get up, as it is a goal kick. Schuster looks to be all right, a little shooken. Lancers catch a break. It is 3-0, 3-1, my apologies, on the JV side. In favor of the Pirates. It's 1-0 in favor of the Pirates here on the varsity side. 33:40 left to go. Ball played on up by Paredes to roughly the 45. Fisher controls. Takes a little bit too strong of a touch. Deflected off of Sheehan. And now Prep will control. His ball is swung to Zazali. Levy. Back to the goalie. Batista boots it on up right to Fisk, who tries to head an attacking ball. But Levy will reject him of that one. Prep control in dangerous zone. Ball up in the air. And cleared on away there by Zazali. Prep control, here's a run up the line. A touch from Oladipo. He fights with Fisher. Ball too weak to Sheehan. And Grossman's reset back to Feldman is where we stand at the moment. Feldman now reverses course, left foots one up brilliantly to Fisk. Fisk on the touch at the 45. Fisk will now play one up. Bader's attempted ball, deflected. Siegel on the chase, tries to shoot one past Batista, but Batista gets a body part on it that rejects the ball and just puts backspin on it, in which cleaning it up was Zazali. And Prep bail out, but Livingston are now putting on pressure. Here's Grossman. Grossman finds the option of Fisk. Gets a nice ball. Fisk, time to turn to his right foot. He uses his left instead, crosses it on in. Two Prep heads are on it, but Fisk was offsides. But oh, what a run by the Lancers right there. Trying to put on some pressure in this second half. And now Livingston's getting loud. They're only down by a goal. They're trying to keep that undefeated record. 1-0 this season. Same with Prep. I think considering the high level of both teams, a tie would be quite satisfactory by Prep's control, that would be, at this point, a disappointment. Their control this first half was immaculate. Livingston picking it up the second half. A little bit less physical, a little bit more controlled. There's a high ball to the 40. Feldman reads it brilliantly. Heads it on over to Grossman. Grossman on the touch. Gets shoved around and a whistle. Nihengi getting a little too aggressive there on the Prep side. Livingston doing all the controlling and the pressure this second half. Not even 5 minutes in. Ball to Fisk now. Fisk gets by Oladipo. Cuts on in. He gets in a pause as his ball is just a little bit too strong to Chiserit. And it's a Prep goal kick. Just about 5 minutes in, 4 minutes, my apologies, to the second half. 1-0 Prep Pirates. Lancers all the pressure this half, this second half of play. Batista's boot to the 45, controlled by the Prep Pirates. James. James plays it on back to Sheehan. And now Prep will swing it on up. They control up top. Driving on into Schuster. He gets shoved down. He gets a whistle. Looks like Fisher's getting a little aggressive with him. Back into play quickly go the Pirates now. Ball in the middle. Grossman and Krish Malhotra have a miscommunication that results in Prep control. There's a ball, a little bit too strong right there. But a good effort from Giordano. It's a Lancers thrown on the other side. We'll see the left throw, but fullback Aaron Henselvitz throw it in now. 5 minutes into the second half. 1-0 Prep Pirates. 3-1 Prep Pirates on the JV side. Here's the throw-in from Henselvitz. And Prep will now control. Good pass there by Sheehan, but it's turned over. Lancers control. There's a ball to Chiserit. It looks like winning that one will be Zazzali as he resets to Batista at the back. Prep control. Batista. Plays it on up. Sheehan fighting with Chiserit. Sheehan now on the ground. Him battling out with Pessoa. Chiserit will take over for a Lancers throw-in. Putting in on their half. Malhotra throws it on in. Lancers control. Reset at the back by Fisher. Nice touch to Pessoa. Pessoa on up too weak to Bader. Ball in the air at the 40. Feldman heads it up. Grossman. Over to Chiserit. Chiserit lays one up high. Batista just tips it over the net. Ooh, Chiserit almost had an impossible goal to tie the game at 1, which the Lancers have been fighting oh so hard for and have been so close to doing this half. Corner kick now going to come from Fisk. Close side. Fisk's corner. Looks like the Lancers will run one of their 3 option plays. Fisher checks in, sees pressure immediately, crosses one off the head of a Prep Pirate. Oladipo tries to win the physical fight. Ball now going to be controlled by Legati. Slide tackle there. Looks like by Pessoa only helps the cause of the Prep Pirates as they now drive down the field. Feldman getting a little pushy is able to put Schuster on the ground. Whistles blows. Late call. It's going to be a Lancer free kick. Grossman wants to get started quickly, but Prep will get in his way of that one. Feldman will now take it. He deflects it off Schuster. Schuster says no call. That should be a yellow. Will he get it? Will Schuster get the yellow? Feldman tried to fight for Schuster to come off the field with the yellow card for temporary minutes, and it doesn't look like that will happen. Feldman's free kick from the 25. Shipped on over, Oladipo gets in the way of that one. On the ball to the attempted Fisk. Fisher wins this one, plays it on up, a nice touch by Bader, and reset back to the 50. Pessoa to Chiserit. Chiserit plays it on up. Zazzali gets in the way of it. Prep control now. Grossman plays it all the way back to Paredes for a Lancers reset. Paredes, top touch. 32 minutes left to go in the game. Plays it up to the attacking 45 and now controlled by the Lancers. Fisher. Whistle blows and it looks like It's a prep free kick from roughly the 28. 3-1 Prep Pirates on the JV field still. Looks like the Lancers have earned themselves a corner kick. Ball be played from Edward Dolgov, the senior midfielder. It comes on in high. Able to get two heads on it and cleared away is Feldman. Chiswick able to assist him with that one as this one's booted all the way to the attacking side. And a whistle blows. I believe we do have a Bader offsides on the Lancers side. Looks like we will bring the ball all the way back. Schuster looks a little shooken. Looks like Mario Jancarelli will check on him. Take him off the field. Fisk will make sure he's all right as there's another Seton Hall Prep goal on the JV field. They lead 4-1 now. Number 13 puts it in the back of the net for them. All Prep Pirates on the JV side. Still a close one on the varsity side. Prep up by 1 over the Livingston Lancers. Well, for the Lancers, their graduating class is a loss that they really have been reeling to. Class of 21, Kyle Kelly plays now at Ramapo College with his brother, in which they were finalists of the NJAC, the New Jersey Athletic Conference, as they took down Montclair State University at MSU Soccer Park 1-0. Prep control now. Here's Nihenke. He gets physical with Grossman. No foul called. Fisk tries to drive through, but it's touched away by Dolgov. Ball played on up now. Ligotti plays it on over. Ball in the middle. Feldman just able to save the day with a little tap touch out. Prep still controls, ball whipped into the middle. Malhotra clears it right back to where it came from of Dolgov. Dolgov tries to play it on out. Ball on the outside to Giordano. Mr. Speed, Christian Malhotra gets in the way of that one. There's a nice ball to Bader. Bader, pressure on from Dolgov. And Dolgov will take care of that one. Ball kept in play right. Oh no, they're going to say it was out of play and it's a throw in for the Lancers. So Lancers throw in. Just about 10 minutes into this half. And it is a Prep attack now. Bader, but it's cleared away right there by Levy. Right out to Henselwitz as Fisk couldn't get a touch on it. Henselwitz keeps it in, he'll drive on through. His passage to the middle of the Lobsiegel. Lob able to get a touch on it, but it's cleared away. This Prep defense is coming up strong again. Feldman able to push Schuster, his club teammate, down to the ground. Henselwitz controls. Back to Feldman. Feldman sees pressure now. Plays it all the way back. My apologies, that wasn't Schuster, that was Eddie Krupski. Paredes controls. Krupski's pressure. Feldman now controls. Plays a nice ball on up to Fisk. Debatably a little offside. The far flag comes up. The whistle comes right after. Prep loves the call. The Prep crowd just in love with that call right there as that bails him out. Free kick now from the offside flag at the 30. Prep will play it a yard up from the flag, not a worry. Nihenke plays it on back. Control. Nihenke taps the ball on the weak pass to Oladipo. Oladipo, touch up to the 50. Plays the ball quickly to Nihenke. Nihenke, pressured. Pessoa, with help from his fellow classmate Grossman, will win the Lancers the ball back. Fisk, tripped down by Nihenke, who will be just totally happy with that call. Fisk, slow to get on up. It's a Lancers free kick, close to the Lancers bench at roughly the football 40. Henselwitz to take it now. Coach Rubinetti will give him directions. We'd like to thank administration on the Livingston side, head coach Rubinetti, assistant coaches Joseph Gill and Jason Charney. Here's the ball in. It's just a little too strong as it will roll out of bounds. Livingston Lancers school principal Danielle Rosenzweig, athletic director Richard Porfido, and the district superintendent of Livingston Public Schools, Dr. Matthew J. Block, And then on the Seton Hall prep side, as they now play the short ball on the throw-in, head coach Marty Berman with his assistant coaches Dave Snyder, Ruby Dos Santos, and Kevin Williams. The president of Seton Hall Prep is Michael Kelly, school headmaster Michael Gallo, the athletic director Larry Baggett, and the superintendent of Catholic schools in northern New Jersey is Thomas McDade, Monsignor. Prep control at the 50. Ligotti, pressure, plays it on over to Nihenke. There's a beautiful ball to Oladipo. Oladipo gets it past Henselmans. It's a very nice ball there to Krupski. Krupski takes a poor touch, and Feldman able to sweep it on up. There's a nice ball to Fisk, lets it come to him. Passes deflected and kept in play right there. There's a superhuman play from Nihenke. And there's a beautiful ball right there. Ooh, a backwards pass just brilliantly from Ligotti. Trying to finish is Giordano. Can't put it in, he waited a little too long. There's a whistle blown, it's going to be a PK. A penalty kick. The Lancers do not like that call. Sands scream for the Lancers to wake up. A beautiful ball right there from Ligotti, backwards pass to Giordano, who hesitated before he took the shot. Feldman was able to swarm him, but a foul was called, not sure on who. We'll have to check the tape back on that one to earn a clock-stopped prep free kick. Penalty kick, my apologies, that will come from Joaquin Nihenke, the junior midfielder. The lefty will take it and bury it past Paredes for the second goal of the ball game. Prep double their lead over the number 14 ranked in the state of New Jersey, Livingston Lancers. Second goal the Lancers will take this season in their 2 games as they shut out Milburn 1-0. And time will start to tick once the whistle blows. And Prep will now have to sit back on defense. So we now reset from the 50. A Lancers substitution. Siegel will come off. Chris Kane will check in. Hoffman will also check in and take out Bader. So 2 new forwards for the Lancers as the ball is now put back into play. Under 27 minutes now. There's a nice ball from Grossman. Played on back from the line, but controlled by the Lancers' Andy Pessoa. Gets it to Chisarick, who relays one out. Prep control. It's turned right back over. Pessoa drives on by a few players. Next touch deflected, a little too strong. Zazzali cleans it up for Prep. That pass a little too strong. Fisher twirls around Krupski, plays it on up. Pessoa controls, plays one on in. Chris Kane can't get a good touch on it. Pirates control. Sheehan with the first goal of the game, plays it on back. And now on up to Zayden James. Prep controls, they're being pressed heavily. Pressers from the Lancers. Here's Oladipo. Plays it on back. Levy. And it's a Lancers throw-in on the poor play from Levy. This one is passed on up to Chris Kane. Kane can't find it. Hoffman will go one-on-one with Levy. It's a weak pass that is cleared away. And now in pressure are the Prep Pirates, and Oladipo's going to not be able to do anything but let the Lancers have a throw-in in dangerous territory. The strong arm of Hoffman, the baseball and basketball player, will now throw it in for the Lancers. Hoffman outside of the 18, throw-in now. Lancers, who were down by 1 at half, are now down by 2. The strong throw-in from Hoffman. And it's going to be caught by Batista without any touches from any Prep or Lancers players. So it's clean. The strong throw-in is cleaned up and brilliantly read by Batista. Batista now punts it away. It's a very strong punt to the attacking 40. Heavy bounce. Feldman gets ahead on it. Plays it on up. Therefore, it is Sheehan. But Chisarick on the takeaway. Runs into trouble, able to get it back and relay a pass on to Pessoa, who will relax with it, take an attacking touch, and bomb a beautiful ball to Chris Kane. Kane turns. A little too early to get by anybody. Shoots, but it's right at Batista, but a nice shot there by Chris Kane. A notice of pressure by the Lancers. Prep control. Passed on inside. Relayed on up, Seton James. It's by Pessoa. In the middle, it's taken away now by Goldsmith. Goldsmith is passed, touched away there and cleaned up by Dolgov. Now swung on close, Oladipo. One touch pass up to Nihenke. Nihenke plays it on up. Ligotti. Ooh, bullied off the ball right there by Fisher. Ligotti right back at him, shoves Fisher to the ground. Fisher wins this call. Ligotti frustrated, thought he was fouled. Fisher goes down on the light tap, earns the foul for the Lancers at the 45 of the Lancers. Free kick now, come from Charlie Grossman. Prep looking to sub in 3, Lancers looking to sub in 1. Prep waiting to sub in number 10, David Schuster, number 11, CJ Bubniak, and number 30 as well, Luke Chiricciello, getting his first minutes of the game. And that ball is caught by Batista. Lancers looking to sub in Fisk, who's sharing some words right now with his club teammate, David Schuster. Batista plays a ball to the 45, takes a bounce, and Prep will control. Played on up and out of bounds. Christian Malhosher now on the throw-in. And now here come the substitutions. Lancers take off Grossman. Prep will take out Nihenke. Oladipo. Krupski. And one more, which we're waiting to see who that is as well. Looked like 4 went on, 3 came off. Don't know who the 4th who just came off for the Prep is. However, Prep controls. Ball played on up. Giordano. Nice ball played up here. Schuster. Schuster one-on-one with Feldman. Schuster tries to cut on in. Plays a ball option there to Giordano, and a whistle is blown. My apologies, there were 3 Prep Pirates who checked in there. So 3 came off. Everything was done proper. Fisher plays it on back in. Henselwitz. We do have an offside flag that just came up. And the Lancers crowd is frustrated with that one. They think it's slowing down the game. We reset play now. Feldman on the free kick. From the dead 35 football yard line, he plays a very long ball up to Hoffman over his head. Touched away by Levy. Lancers control. Goldsmith with a nice pass to Chiserick. Chiserick plays one up. Here's Chris Kane. Relay pass, weak. Hoffman gets it back to him. Down goes Chris, wants the call, doesn't get one. Pat and Jenny plays it on up. Slide tackle. Prep controls. Swung it over now to CJ Bubniak. Bubniak plays one option up. And there's a brilliant through ball right there back to Bubniak. Bubniak, who is tripped on down, but earns the throw-in for the Prep Pirates. Good work there from Bubniak, the senior defenseman. Very happy with that result. CJ, a very strong fullback. Plays the ball on in, 11-10. Schuster turns around, opens up space, but Feldman shuts him down and plays one on out to keep it a 2-0 game. Bubniak tips one perfectly to Dolgov. Dolgov will now use the back option. Played it over to Levy. And now on back, Prep control. Zazali, back to the keeper. And the ball is swung all the way through pressure to Edward Zazali. Prep now control. Halfway marker in the second half. 20 minutes of soccer left to be played. Ryan Lowy joined with Ben Lerner on camera. Jacob Gordon unable to make it today. For color commentary. 4-1 Prep Pirates on the JV field, 2-0 Prep Pirates on the varsity field. It's a win-win type of day for them if they can hold both results. It's a little out of reach on the JV side, not quite yet on the varsity side. Livingston, very defensively heavy team, so it's going to be tough for them to put some goals in the back of the net as Kane comes out of nowhere and throws Dolgov down to the ground. Prep free kick from the 22. Substitution, Bader checks on in, takes out Chris Kane. 2 more Lancer substitutions soon to come. Kane gets the yellow card, which is a forceful substitution at the high school level. Free kick now for the Prep Pirates. 19:40 left to go. Clock was stopped, so we will reset ours right now. Here's the free kick ball, and it's right at Paredes. Paredes will now hold. 19.5 left to go in the game. 2-0, Prep Pirates. A nice punt to the 40, takes a Lancers touch. Bader now going to go one-on-one. He's fighting with it, tries to shoot. Bader slides, but Batista cleans it up with the help of the shielding of Zachary Levy, who almost got split by the sophomore starter. Prep control. Ball played on up. Zayden James cuts, takes his time. His pass in the middle is rejected there by Fisk. Ball to Chiserick. Zayden James works hard to earn it back, keeps it in play. And he will use his back option of Batista, which he decides to use. Batista. Right back to Zayden James, able to split the defenders, and this ball is played in the middle, an attacking ball back to Edward Dolgov. Prep control. Pessoa wins the ball. Trip to the ground. Doesn't earn the foul. Oh, gets the late call. So the far officials flag up. Didn't earn the call originally. Prep Pirates now on the attack on the JV side. This shot squeezes right by the goalkeeper of Matthew John. It's now 5-1 Prep on the JV field. Prep JV just cruising by Livingston. Prep Varsity trying to secure their victory against Livingston. Zach Feldman now on the free kick. Sweeper. Plays a weak ball on up. Prep controls. Here's Schuster. He'll go one-on-one with Feldman. He'll beat Feldman. Feldman tries to grab the shirt. Schuster with a heavy touch. Drives down to the 30, roughly to the 20, where he's turned on around by Fisher. Nice ball played there to Sheehan. Sheehan with a goal today. And he tries to play one up, and it results in an easy pickup for Paredes with 17:40 left to go in the second half. And a yellow card will now be given to Zach Feldman. Play on was called as he grabbed the shirt of Schuster, his club teammate, who moved on by him, and it looks like checking on in for him, most likely temporarily, as Feldman is a key. As you can see, the fans are cheering for him. He's a hustler for the Lancers, is the sophomore Connor Strunsis. Strunsis, a strong center back for the Lancers program. He's a swing player. One of the minimal amount of swing players to get the call up to varsity today. Most were sent down to JV. Lancers will make a couple substitutions. Siegel check on in, as well as Goldsmith. Hoffman and Chiserick come on out. And Paredes will boot the ball back on in right after the 40. And a little back and forth in the middle. Pessoa calms it down. His pass is rejected by Dolgov, who takes control. Pessoa is able to earn it back. He's going one-on-one and falling to the ground against Sheehan. Pessoa still has it. And he's able to play it away to his fullback option of Christian Malhotra. Now back on in to Goldsmith and his relayed pass. Oh, an interesting kick there by Pessoa to try and keep it in play, but it just doesn't work. Shows the athleticism and strength by his feet, which the Lancers cherish, but it is a throw-in for Prep. 17 minutes less now to go in the second half. All Seton Hall Prep 2-0. 5-1 in the JV game behind us. They control. Ball played on out now to Cicciariello. It's turned on over. Bader getting a little pushy, but play on is called as the Battenjani's able to control. Turnover again, Lancers control. Siegel, relay pass, taken away. Prep control, played on up. Sheehan with the first goal of the game for the Prep. Plays it on back to Levy. Levy now over to Cicciariello. And now over to Bubniak. Lancers control. Fisk tries to turn. He's fouled to the ground, earns a free kick. And it looks like Charlie Grossman will take the free kick from the 44. Grossman wants and gets Ligotti to move back. Ligotti will now get a warning. Ball played on down the line. Tanslevitz, and the ball was out of bounds, debatably. And it's a throw-in for the Prep. Lancers unhappy with the officiating. 15 and a half minutes left to go. Our clock was a minute off. Our apologies. Prep control. They'll play it on back now. Quick ball played for Zazley to his fellow center back, number 14, Levy. Played on up to the 45. And now in the middle, here comes a break for the Prep. Cicciariello plays one up. Slide tackling Schuster is Strunsis. A nice tackle right there by the sophomore. Schuster tries to get around Fisher. Fisher rejects him. Schuster, a very strong player for the Prep. One of the top players in the state of New Jersey. Makes an excellent attempt right there to try and get by the sophomore Connor Strunsis. Strunsis slide tackles him, then he gets it back, tries to get around Fisher in a fancy way. Fisher just barely rejects him last second. Throw now for the Prep. Bubniak lays one short, gets it back, lays one back in. Hanselvitz sees pressure, clears it away riskfully. That's right to the back line, controlled by Zazley. Zazley turns back, and he decides to play one on up now to Dolgov. Dolgov passed down the middle. Control for Cicciariello. Ball deflected. Schuster controls. Schuster gets shoved, wants a call, doesn't get it. Strunsis rejects him.
Great job, Connor.
Bubniak plays one in. Schuster finds the option of Ligotti. Ligotti crosses one in. The one-touch shot. Oh, an attempt right there by Dunphy. But reading it just absolutely brilliantly and shutting him down was Logan Paredes. 13 minutes, 45 seconds left to go in the game. JV game has come to an end in favor of Prep domination. They won by more than 3 goals. Back on the varsity game. Controlling right now is Dolgov. Uses his option. Ball played on up to the 45. Strunsis with the one-touch pass. And now the Prep control. Bubniak. Right fullback. Plays his option back. Levy. On out to the far side. James. Finds easy option. Playing it back. Chiricchiello, my apologies. That's how you pronounce it. James. Pressured. Plays one out. Well, while we have the time, join us next Friday as the Livingston Lancers 1-1 football team off to a new era. Oh, there's a beautiful through ball. My apologies. Let's hold on that one. Bubniak plays one in, hits the hand of Paredes. And the ball goes out of play for a Prep throw-in. 1-1 Livingston Lancers football team under the new head coach of James Matsakis take on their next to each other town foes, the West Orange Mountaineers, who got mauled by Seton Hall Prep in their first game of the season, and then their second game of the season were able to do the mauling to Newark East Side. 2 1-1 teams will play each other on Friday right here on the D1 Media page on the NFHS Network. I'll be there with Jacob Gorin and Jordan Cooper. Please don't forget to tune in. Prep putting on pressure now. Fake shot opportunity. Chiricchiello plays his option on out to Bubniak. Chiricchiello again. Right back to Bubniak to open up the field. And this cross is too strong over the net for a goal kick for Paredes. 2-0. Paredes frustrated, wants a ball from the ball boy, screams for it. He will get 2 balls as a result. Substitutions will be made. Clock will run through. And from the 6, Paredes will play it back in. Played on up now to Fisk. Fisk from the 35 reverses course, opens up a whole length of field. Bubniak takes it away and plays it on up. Prep control. Ligotti will drive on in, play Chiricchiello. Chiricchiello, a junior midfielder who stands at 5'7", 130. Excellent player. Looking to earn himself a spot next season in the starting 11. A very tough thing to do. A lot of seniors who play Prep soccer are denied the opportunity to start their senior year due to the immense amount of talent that this program recruits and ends up having. Ball played on up. Fisher controls. develops, I should say. Grossman resets. Swings the ball around with a brilliant ball to Chiswick. Chiswick with a brilliant touch. Cuts on back. And Mr. Speed plays the ball to Strunsis. Strunsis plays the left fullback. A nice ball right there and a relay over to Siegel, who gets pushed down. No foul called. Referee shakes his head as everyone looks at him. Bubniak plays one up. Option to Nihenki. Prep reset. There's the long ball over everyone's head, and it's a throw-in for Krish Malhotra and the Lancers with 10 minutes left to play at the CAC. Substitution now coming. Goldsmith takes out Fisk. And Fisk will get a pause. The captain comes off with under 10 minutes left to go. Likely for the last time this game. It's been a hard-fought game, but the Lancers have just not been able to come up on the top side. Prep doing an excellent job controlling the ball. Bubniak plays his option back to Levy. Levy plays one up. An interesting touch there from Ligotti. Played on up now. Here comes the attacking touch of Bubniak. Prep control. Here's Krupski. And it's taken away as two Lancers are on the ground. And a whistle comes, and I think the referee saw enough there to give the Lancers a free kick, as I think we might have to stop the clock here. Fisher looks a little shooken. Bad-mouthing him was Ligotti, as Ligotti trots on up to the 50, and will now share a word with Coach Rubinetti. We'll keep running the clock. Fisher a little shooken. He'll stay on the field. And Strunsis will now play the ball back in. As actually it looks like he will reverse course there with Fitzgerald, who plays it on up to him. Ball played now to Goldsmith. Pesa Academy product. And now on over to Grossman, who sends the ball to Siegel. Siegel overruns that ball a little bit, takes too strong of a start. There's Goldsmith's shot from far with a little backspin on it, but it's right into the hands of Batista. 8 minutes, 35 seconds left to play at the CAC. And the score is 2-0 Prep Pirates. Prep control at the 45, ball played in the middle. Taken away by Pessoa. Strunsis does a 1-2. And then relays it right on back to his 1-2 partner, Chiswick, who earns a deflected throw-in for the Lancers with 8 minutes dead left to go. Substitutions. Henselvich checks back in. Spitzakatena checks back in. And Sheehan will check back in. Strunsis comes on out. Chirichiello checks on out. And it looks like Ligotti will check out as well. A good day for Seton Hall Prep. Lancers doing their best to hold it on in. Feldman also back on the field. 7.5 left to go. Lancers pressure on up. This game is not yet over. Still plenty of time for 2 goals to be put in the back of the net. We know the Lancers are a very defensively heavy team, which will make it difficult for them. A very strong throw in there from Krish Malhotra. Ball played on in. Pessoa tries to wind, but it's cleared away prior. Fisher plays one right away there to Sheehan. Sheehan plays the ball up. It's too strong. Trying to read that one, but cannot do so is Liam Dunphy. We had some bad pipes in the background. Bagpipes in the background, it sounds like, here at the Kelly Athletic Complex. And it looks like there is a free kick for the Pirates. Siegel getting called on it. Shakes hands with the fouled player. 6 3/4 minutes left to go in the second. Prep control. Dolgov plays it on up to Pattinjani, who uses his back options. Prep swing it on back now to Batista. Batista plays the ball on up high to the 50. Relayed back. Fisher on the ball. Plays it on up. Zezeli. Lets one roll. And Batista now on the touch. Batista controls 6 minutes left to go. Batista boots one up to the 45. Getting the header on there was Fitzgerald. Ball played in the middle. Goldsmith. And the Lancers turn it over there on the attempt from Henselvitz. Right to Siegel. Siegel takes a nice touch with his laces, but Prep are able to get Garner on top of that ball. Yankee plays one back to Zazali. And the Prep control with 5.5 left to go. Lancers trying to bang one in, down by 2. There's a ball that Fisher was able to get on top of, but Schuster gains it, and Fisher gets it right back. Fisher dribbles to the 50. Plays a nice ball to Feldman. Feldman tries to swing one over to Love Siegel. Lancers want a hand ball, as getting it back after getting a hand on it was Levy. No call. Henselvitz fights to get it back. Ball out of bounds. Lancers very frustrated with that call. They really wanted the handball. Under 5 minutes left to go. They won't get it. So the calls are not going in the Lancers' direction as they make substitutions. Looked like a handball from this angle. We'll have to check the tape over again. We don't have a replay on the NFHS Network on the D1 Media Pro page. Goalie substitution. Batista gets a heavy applause from the Prep Pirates attendants. Aiden Donovan, the junior goalkeeper, at the height of 6'2", weighs 215, will now check in. He'll probably get the starting job next year. He's now going to get his first experience into the season right here at the varsity level. Lancers control at the 50. Touch taken by Spezza Catena. Ball played on up now. Oh, able to do some splitting is Dunphy. Dunphy opens up the field. He takes on Paredes. His shot is wide. Another key opportunity missed there by Seton Hall Prep. But they actually like what they saw right there, as they will cheer for that one. 4 minutes left to go. It is a big time burner. Another key opportunity missed right there by the Lancers. Under 4 minutes left to go. Paredes plays one up. Whistles blown first for a substitution. Looks like Michael Owautu, the senior defenseman, will check on in. And an applause he's going to get. Checking out for Prep is Levy and Zazatli, most likely for the last time today. Ball relayed on up. Whistle blows with 3.5 left to go in the quarter. And it's now a Lancers free kick. So Lancers free kick now. Taking it will be Fitzgerald. And the ball is weakened. Swinging and trying to clear it away are the Prep Pirates. Ball in pressure now. Playing it on up, and Lancers won't earn a throw in off of Spezza Catena's clearance. Ball thrown on in now. Lancers control. Trying to get it to Feldman. Feldman playing a little up top now. Grossman tries to take a shot. Split it between the Prep defenders. It's well wide. 2.5 now left to go in the game. Prep makes some substitutions. 4 substitutions, as a matter of fact. Checking on after them, Krupski, Dolgov, Nihenki, and Sheehan with the first Prep goal. They get an applause from their fans. It's a goal kick for them. Well, class of 21, Lucas Ross, class of 2021, Terry Thompson, and class of 2021, Tomas Hub were all SEC first team last season. Lucas Ross and Thomas Hub would go on to be all-state players. Lacrosse went 12-3 last year, beat Montclair in the Essex County Tournament Finals 4-2, and then lost to Del Barton, just like baseball, 7-6 in the sectional semifinals, just a day after that happened. Plenty more to come. Basketball went 10-3 last year. There was no playoffs for them at all, at any level. No county, no sectional state tournament, nothing like that. Hockey went 5-2-4. They improved from 11-13 the year prior. Hockey, a tough sport for the Prep Pirates, but with the rise of Dale Campbell and many other talented sophomores and juniors, this team is changing it up. The clock stopped with 2:48. We will reset that right now. My apologies. And we will now get it back going. Throw in now for Krish Malhotra for the Lancers. 2.5 now left to go. Malhotra boots one up. It's a long ball for Henselvitz. Fisher tries to chase it down. And it's cleared on the way there by out 2. Just 2 minutes left to go. Here's the throw-in. Pessoa. Prep will now clear it on up in the air to the 35. Prep now control. Nice touch there by Spezia for Prep control. And there's a nice outside the footed pass to open up the field for the Prep Pirates. Ball played by Oladapo in. Here's Bettinjani. Plays on out now to Bragdon. Bragdon's shot. Ooh, Paredes just lets it go. Probably should have caught that ball for time purposes as the ball rolls all the way away from the track. This isn't a condensed facility. It's very open. Track and cross-country practice and play at this facility, so there's a lot of open space if the ball is kicked for a goal kick out. Under 90 seconds of soccer left to be played here at the Kelly Athletic Complex. Now 80 seconds. Paredes sits and waits. For what reason, we don't know. The clock is running. 1:40, they want the clock reset at, so we will reset ours as well. 1:40, we will reset the clock to. Not sure why we are doing this. Looks like the clock should have stopped earlier, so we're resetting it right now. 1:40. And now we run it. Well, ours started running. Theirs did not. Okay, we are now back in sync. 1:35 left to go. Prep control. And it looks like they will try and wind down this clock. Here they come down the field on the attack. There's a pass right there. Controlling it is Chirichiello. Ball played on out to the fullback, Spezia. Plays it on up. Prep control. Spezia tries to turn. Fitzgerald rejects him, but it's a throw-in. And there's 60 seconds left of soccer left to play here at the CAC on this Sunday afternoon. 2-0. Prep will take the victory. As this ball is kicked on up, Paredes tries to keep it in. He is just able to. 50 seconds left to go. He screams for his Lancers to go up. He boots the ball up quickly. Last heave opportunity from Livingston. Told to play till the end. Ball now controlled by Prep in the middle. The Lancers are on their heels, trying to get that ball back and put one through the net with limited time left to go in this ball game. They control now. Owautu plays on up. Control from Spezia as he takes it on up. He's got a lot of space. He's dribbling. Feldman tries to chase him down. He relays the ball that Logan will salvage up before Guarnieri will be able to put it in. Prep's reserve team is on. 12 seconds left to go. Paredes boots the ball on up to the 50. Perfectly to Fisher. Fisher can't take a touch. Prep control, and that will do the ball game. The final score as our time runs out and their time runs out. 2-0. Seton Hall Prep Pirates take down the Livingston Lancers. This is Livingston's first regular season loss since last year. Since early last year, almost a full year ago, since Livingston was taken down. But the Prep Pirates were able to do it in style with not one but 2 goals. Sheehan with a goal, and the penalty kick goal in the second half to double it. Lancers couldn't come back on that one. JV side, final score, Seton Hall Prep Pirates 5, Livingston Lancers 1. So it's a good day for the Prep Pirates. They absolutely cruised and they absolutely dominated as the stands start to fill out. And once again, a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful view as everyone shakes hands of New York City is in the background. It was a beautiful, beautiful day to play some soccer and a great day for the Prep Pirates to take down the 14th best team in the state, the Livingston Lancers, and to continue to climb and secure that second or even earn up to that first spot. Some interesting things we saw. Zach Feldman, a yellow card, very rare, a very sportsmanlike player, everything like that. Paredes had a solid game, but was unable to hold the Prep Pirates on their PK, which was tough. And a beautiful ball right there laid into Brian Sheehan, able to finish and secure the victory for the Prep Pirates. So that will do it from the Kelly Athletic Complex's Brendan P. Tevlin Field, about a mile away from Seton Hall Preparatory School, where this is where they host their athletic events, and were able to take down the Livingston Lancers 2-0 in their second game of the season. They move to 2-0. Lancers fall to 1-1, as there's Coach Rubinetti and Coach Marty Berman sharing some words in the middle. For that, I'm Ryan Lowy, together with Ben Lerner on camera. It's a beautiful day. Not for the Lancers as they fall to 1-1 and take their first regular season loss, but for the Prep Pirates as they move to 2-0, winning this game 2-0. This has been a production of the D1 Media Pro on the NFHS Network. Thank you for joining us at the Kelly Athletic Complex, and have a great rest of your day. Ryan Lowy signing off with Ben Lerner on camera. The rest is history.